Hello, good afternoon. My name is Patrick Kyofo. I'm one of the directors in UGM. I think we can start with the word of prayer. Our dear Heavenly Father, we come unto your presence this wonderful time. We are so grateful for this event. We are grateful for every person who registered for this training and also those who were waiting to join the session. Lord, guide us as we train these Kenyans, Lord, to impact their life. As we see the success of this training, glory and honor unto you. Pray that short prayer. In Jesus' name we do pray.
Amen.
Yes, Mike.
Amen. Thank you, Patrick, for that. And guys, welcome to this training. I would like to start by giving a brief overview of the company and the training, so that you understand who we are and what we stand for, and the things that we are doing as Eugene Solutions. So just allow me to admit these two. Yeah, so we are a part of a company called the Eugene Solutions. Eugene Solutions is an ICT company based in Kenya, operating internationally, but with a main office in Kenya. And our website is accessible through www.eugenesolutions.co.ke, as you can see. At Eugene Solutions, we offer a number of services. There's someone with their mic on. Yeah. As a company, we offer a number of services, most software solutions, as you can see from this part. And apart from software solutions, and other things that we offer is training. So we have, in training, we have two categories of training. That is digital and online opportunities training, which you actually enrolled for. And then we have hands-on industry guided training. So under digital training, we offer training on article and content writing, transcription, and video captioning, and this is what we'll be training you on. Later on, we'll consider this. Then we have digital marketing and virtual assistance and data management training. When you come to hands-on industry guided training, here we offer training on a number of areas, that is web application development, mobile application development, creative design, stroke graphic design, statistics, and data analysis. Then we have computer packages. So that is basically what we offer in training. And another program that we do is we have a CSR program, and under CSR is we have noticed that in Kenya, for example, we have so many people who need awareness when it comes to digital opportunities. So in this CSR programs, Eugene Solution work mostly with organizations such as children's homes. In most cases, we have seen, for example, people visiting children's home and they are presenting clothes, maybe some foodstuffs, but nobody has ever thought of empowering these people so that by the time they are maybe 18 years and above and they are leaving those children's homes, what they can be doing, we're giving them the skills that they can depend on. So as Eugene Solutions, we came up with a program that is aligned to empowering such people. We work with children's home and street families. So we identify some street families based on the resources that we have and train them on digital opportunities. Some of them we train on digital work, that is online work. Some of them we give them training on software development based on their interests. Yeah, so those are some of the programs we run. So in line with this, at Eugene Solutions, we are a team of 8, and in the meeting we have 4. So I'll just give the 4 of us a chance to just introduce themselves and say the department they represent in the company. Then after that, we'll just proceed to other things. I'll start with Frederick Odosi, who is also the lead of UGIMS Academy and the person in charge of this particular training. So Frederick.
Okay, thank you, Mike. I hope I'm audible. Yeah, so guys, so my name is Frederick Odosi, and currently I lead the training academy fraction of the company. So mine is just short to introduce myself and welcome you to this briefing session, and just take it back to Michael. Thank you.
Thank you, Frederick. Thank you, Frederick, for that. So in most of the trainings, we will be seeing Frederick mostly because he's the one in charge of the training component in the academy. That is at UGIM Solutions Academy. So I'll also like to invite Steve. If you are on, Steve, you can maybe introduce yourself and also your department and say a word or two.
Okay, thank you, Mike. So, guys, welcome to this training. My name is Stephen Otieno. I'm the Director of Technical Services at UGIM Solutions. So, I would just like to urge you to enjoy the moment, enjoy the ride, because I'm sure most of you are willing and interested in having your own digital skills. Rather than focusing on employment, you might have a blended sources of income, having your employment income as well as your own personal income that you've actually gathered from your own pocket. So these skills are key skills that you can work with, and I'm sure you'll be able to enjoy the training and focus on more on your personal employment skills. So just enjoy the ride, and I'm sure we'll be able to grasp all the concepts on transcription and help you in any area of digital skills that you may require. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve, for that. Patrick?
Thank you, Mike. Guys, welcome. My name is Patrick Yoko. Unfortunately, this meeting or this training started while I'm traveling. So right now I'm in a car, but I'm in charge of partnership and innovation. And I'd like to welcome all the members and also urge you to take the training seriously, because at the end of the day, we want to see people benefiting out of this training and also impacting and changing the society that we are living in. Back to you, Mike.
Thank you, Patrick. So, as you have heard, Frederick is in charge of training. Stephen is the head of technical services in our company, and Patrick is in charge of partnerships and innovation. We have another team member who is in charge of research, and another one in charge of digital marketing, and we have also other employees that we are working with in mobile apps and web design and all that. So as the UGM Solutions, our trainings are tailored to give you hands-on experience into a number of things. Currently, apart from this training on transcription that we are starting today, we also have another training that is ongoing on web design, and we are hoping to finalize on it by end of the week. Currently, we are handling specifically WordPress, but after that, we'll again, introduce them to more technologies like Python. We recently introduced another team member that will be training mostly on robotics and such. So we are a good team. So if also you allow me, I will just invite Frederick now to take over with a briefing on how we are going to conduct the training, what you should expect, and what you will come out with at the end of this training. But just in a nutshell, the purpose of doing these trainings is to give you skills so that you can start earning and getting something, depending on, having something to depend on. Unlike other organizations which will promise you, you have heard of people saying that you can do this and earn 10,000 per week of this. At UGMs, we keep it real, and we give you skills, and we guide you on platforms where you can bid from. We can even help you establish your profile, but it all depends on the effort that you put in, and your own commitment and patience. So I believe throughout the session we will interact more, and you will gain something from us. It is a free training. Take advantage of it, and yeah. So ready.
Okay. So thank you. No. So thank you everyone, and thanks to Michael for that wonderful introduction that you have given to our trainees. And now, as I already mentioned, I'm Freddy Kodosi, and I lead the training fraction, rather the Egypt Training Academy. So basically, among the number of we offer a number of trainings that ranges from digital skills trainings to industry guided. One of them already have been mentioned by Michael. That's already ongoing on web development. We offer trainings on coding, digital marketing, among many others. On digital skills, basically, we're offering trainings on skills that are able to shape you in terms of offering offering services to clients in the online environment. As you maybe be already aware of this, jobs are shifting. We're no longer just looking at jobs at office work because they are not there. If they are there, then it's a matter of who do you know? Do you know an uncle who knows an uncle? Do you know a friend who knows a friend? Is your father or your cousin or your brother so known somewhere in some company? Just for you to get that, even just an internship. So this is a reality as a country, and that's why as Ujim Solution, because I think all of us in the company are people who know no one. We don't know anyone. We are struggling. We are trying to also make sure that we gain some skills which already we have, and we're using them to make our life comfortable. And so we thought, why not, under our CSR, why not be able to share some of these skills with some Kenyans who are willing? And that's why we came up with the digital skills training. And thanks to God, we have some few sponsors who are able to sponsor a few of you who are able to go through the training with the goal of shaping you with the on-demand skills that you will need to be able to start thriving online, making your own money, no matter how small that money is, but it's going to at least put you somewhere in the economy. You can pay your rent, you can take care of a few things yourself. So if you're a student and you are serious about these trainings, in few months from now, you should be able to just be able to take care of yourself without bothering your parents or your guardian or your sponsor. So basically, our trainings are tailor-made, and we just don't train you and then stop at that. We also take you through mentorship sessions, and at the moment we don't have any limitations as to when or how long you should go through the mentorship. We take you to mentor through the mentorship process for as long as you need to make you stand. So our training, especially the one that I'm focusing on transcription. Now you should know that that's just one of the training we are offering. We have transcription, we have digital marketing, we also have content writing, and many others on the way. But we thought we should start with this, just as we build you guys, and the trainings will be opening every week, so you'll be notified when the next trainings will be taking place. But basically, this one is going to take a week. So today, as at this moment, we are offering, right now, we are doing what we call briefing of the training that is going to officially kick off tomorrow at 3 p.m. So take note of that. The training is going to kick off tomorrow officially at 3 p.m. Okay, so the training will be on transcription, and I know you are all wondering what transcription is, but I just want you to hold on, tulia tu kidogo, because from tomorrow you will know everything about transcription. You will know what it is and how you start to gain from the skills you're going to gain from it. We're going to learn about the types of transcription that exist out there. And then we're also going to learn some of the tools that you need to be able to be a very good transcriber. Other than that, we will also take you through some of the perhaps characteristics of a transcriber. What if you want to be a transcriber, really, which kind of skills would you need to be able to thrive in that particular industry? And then finally, on theory part, we'll be taking you through some of the platforms that you need to know or join, and we'll help you through the process of joining those platforms so that you can start using those skills that you shall have gained in the training to be able to actually start earning money by just offering your services to so many clients that are there in the platform. Clients that are not necessarily Kenyans, but most of them are even found abroad. Clients in UK, in US. So clients are all over. All you need to know is that you need to have skills that are sellable and skills that can make you stand out in a crowd. Now, so then we'll go ahead and do a number of practical sessions with you. We will take you through a real-time practical session where we show you actually, we plan to do it together with you. So we are going not just to tell you to go and fish, but we're going to show you exactly how you fish. So we're going to fish with you, right? So we take you through the journey. We show you exactly how if you get a file, what do you do with it? How do you transcribe it? How do you turn it into a script? And how do you format that script and then send over to the client so that you can gain, you can actually receive your payment. So those practical sessions are going to take 2 days. Remember, because of our test schedule, we're going to be having just 1 hour a day. So tomorrow from 3 to 4, we'll be having our theory classes, and it's a lot, but we'll see if we can squeeze it within that one hour from 3 to 4 p.m. But should it not be enough for us, we'll then perhaps improvise as a team. Remember, this training is not going just to be an instructor-led. We are going to have a kind of an interaction session where you are free to engage me. You are going to be free to engage each other within yourself. We're also going to make sure that we hear what you have to say. You can tell us what you think, but basically we're going to make sure that all of us move at the same pace. We listen to each other. If you think that perhaps we should be able to do something differently, feel free to let us know. but the plan is that we do 1 hour a day. Now, this 1 hour may vary, so I'm not going to tell you that now you only appear for 1 hour and then the class is over. Sometimes you may actually be forced or compelled to go overboard, especially when we're doing the practical sessions. Because remember, we'll be doing this, so some people will be faster, some people will be in the middle there, and some will be a little bit slower. So basically, we will be required to adjust with everyone else to make sure that all of us go at the same pace. So there will be a time when we have to go overboard, maybe by some 30 minutes or maybe another 1 hour, we don't know. But basically, what is so important to us is that we all go at the same pace. So the training will be divided into into 3 areas. One is theory. We'll have a theory session, and then we'll have practical, where we are going to show you exactly how to do transcription. Okay, so we go through those practicals, which will be involving some applications, both desktop application and web-based application. And then the third part is where we are going to be opening accounts. We'll open at least 2 accounts for you, job platforms for you. We are going to open them together with you so that you know how to go about them. You can also go and open for a friend who can again also help another friend to open. So the idea here is to make sure that we spread this information and this knowledge to as many Kenyans as possible, so that we don't just sit, but because we have internet with us, we have gadgets, you have laptops, we have phones. Basically, we have everything that we need to start earning some $10 per day or $20 per day. Whichever amount you earn per day will go a long way to help you stand out and be able to face the challenges of the economy that we face today as a country. Now, there are some specific tools that I want to mention here, and I want you guys to start having them. Number one tool that I want you to have is what is right now is in my ears right now. This one. This is an earphone. I need you to prepare. If you don't have an earphone, then you have to go and buy. It's just less than 80 bob, so it's not much. So kindly go and acquire an earphone or a headphone, because you can't transcribe actually if you don't have an earphone, because transcription requires that you capture some voices the way they are, and you need a tool that is able to sieve out noises, and that basically is what earphones are meant for. The next tool that I want you to also acquire is what we call Express Scribe. Express, just Mike, you can type Express. Yeah, Express, just the way it's Scribe. SCRB, yeah, that one. So now you need to have that particular web-based application. Is an application, so you need to have this. Now remember, even before we come to this, these are just secondary. Actually, the most basic thing or the basic tool you need, number one, is a laptop. You need a laptop. Now there are those who have some good phones. I don't know how that works, but I've always preferred a laptop or a desktop as opposed to a phone. But then, hey, this Kenya, we don't want to lock anyone out. So you are free to come with a gadget that you think can work for you. But you need a laptop, and then you need connectivity. You need internet connectivity, a strong one. Remember, we'll be downloading some of these applications, installing them, and then asking you to work with them as we go through the practical session. So back to the tool I was talking about. So Express Scribe is a tool that you are going to download. And now I really want to recommend that between now and Wednesday, because we are projecting that we're going to have our first practical session on Wednesday. That's the projection I'm having. Now, should that be the case, I need you to, anyway, whatever the case, I need you to prepare by downloading Express Scribe. Download it and install it in your laptop. Okay? So just go to Google and Google Express Scribe, download and install it, just like any other app that you can install. So have it ready. Now, the other one is a web-based tool. I don't know how, maybe this one we can do together in class. I really don't need to worry you with this because it's a bit challenging, but it's the most and the best tool that, yeah, I think Mike, just go back and show us what you just did. The spreadsheet. Yeah, that one. Yeah, so this is the tool, and you can see Mike just went to Google and actually Googled it. So that's how you go and then download it there. So it will download and then you install it. And I'm going to show you how it works, and I'm going to demonstrate two of them. So this one is a web-based application. The other one is this one is a desktop application. The other one is a web-based application, and it is called Otter.ai. O-T-T, no, E-R. There it is. Yeah, so now there are so many applications that actually work the same way as Otter, and I'm going to take you through all those. Just mention them to you, but for the purposes of our class trainings and practicals, we prefer those that give us free trials. Like Otter gives you over 600 minutes of free trial. So what we do is that we use those ones. So for our practical sessions, and we're also going to show you how you can take advantage of Otter and continue using it actually to do your own paid jobs. So you don't need to worry. So those are the two main tools that we're going to use to do our transcriptions. And then we are going to take you through now where the jobs are found. So where are the jobs found? We're going to look at the type of jobs depending on your area of expertise. Remember, I already mentioned to you that there are types of transcription. So you don't just do any transcription. You'll be able to actually think of which area. After the training on Friday, all of you will have kind of a vision or a picture of what you want to specialize in, right? Okay, basically, for me, when I started transcription, nowadays I don't do it most of the time because of my nature of the work I do. So I don't have much time doing it, and the reason why I don't do it mostly these days because it's so intensive. So transcription is not a joke. You need to have the energy, the zeal, the focus, and that's spirit that I have to do this. I have to do this to be able to earn something, just to my pocket. So in as early as 2018, I was doing transcription with a number of my colleagues and my friends. Sometimes we would do it until late hours at night, just transcribing and delivering good work to client. So it's not an easy thing to do, but you just need to master it, and then you're able to do any type of transcription. So we are going to take you through everything, including some of the rules of the transcript that you need to have. What are the rules? What are the regulations? Okay, what are the guidelines actually of transcription? Which will of course vary from platform to another, but we're going to take you through the general ones that then you can be able to master and do your transcription well. So team, I don't know whether there's something I've left out, but that is the brief that I have for you today. And then just perhaps more importantly is that I want you to prepare and also remind you that this is mostly, normally I focus too much on practical sessions. And so I don't want anyone to miss even a single session. So this is so important. Just to avoid the issues of back and forth, or I didn't get this, or Fred, this one I missed, or I wasn't in class. Please commit yourself for this 4 days from tomorrow and get an exciting experience. And even if you don't use them after the training, it's okay. But remember, you shall have gained a skill. You shall have gained something more than you would not have gained if you were just seated there. So you may decide to use them and earn money, or you may transfer it to someone else. But please commit yourself to the 4 days of training. Don't miss anyone, because for continuity, I need all of you to be consistent. So if you attend the first theory class tomorrow, I want you to be consistent until the end so that you connect, because they all, in the end, those sessions will form a long chain of a complete a complete product. So if you lose one chain, then you are likely to lose the entire meaning of why you are actually the entire meaning of the training. You may not even be able to transcribe even a single file if you miss just a single session, especially the practical ones. Now, after that, we are going to make sure as a company that we have you in a collaborative platform. So we're going to I think have you in a group WhatsApp, and that will happen tomorrow. Tomorrow, Mike and the team will all be here, same time, where we'll take you to the training, and then we'll be taking roll calls on a daily basis, and then we'll have you in a group WhatsApp where we're going to continue engaging you guys. Tell us what, I mean, feel free to talk with us. And I think WhatsApp so far has proved to be a very good platform where people collaborate, people talk, people give their opinion. And so we're going to have you in a group WhatsApp, a common group WhatsApp, where we're going to continue engaging you, and we're going to continue showing you how to work. And then even as we mentor you, we're going to be sharing opportunities, sharing with you new things in the company. If there are new training that maybe you may need to come in with, to gain from, we're going to make sure that we share with you in that particular group WhatsApp. I don't want to take much of your time because this briefing was just for 1 hour, and I'm seeing we have left around 15 minutes. So I want to end it right there and perhaps open the floor for some questions before I hand it over back to Michael. So if there's any question, you can unmute yourself and talk to us, or you can simply send a message down there, and I'm going to respond. So the floor is open to any questions that you may have so that we can respond quickly. Thank you. So I'll be just taking questions through the chat, or anyone who want to talk can say something. I'm looking at the chat here, and Frida says, will we also receive a digital training on web development or app in this training? Okay. Yeah. So Frida, to answer your question, now this training, this particular week, remember when I was giving introductory remarks, I didn't mention that we are starting with the transcription for this week, but I said there are many other opportunities that are going to come after this training. So for this particular week, we are focusing on transcription. Now for web development, there's already an ongoing class, and I think I'm going to let Mike answer that in detail, because Mike and I think Mike leads that particular fraction of training, web development, coding, and all that. But what I know is that currently we have another one ongoing, and Mike leads that process. So I'm going to hand it over quickly to him to answer in detail. But for this week, I can answer that we're going to do transcription, but then we're not ruling out any training that might come after this transcription, to which we're going to invite you as well. So Michael, you can just answer Frida before I continue.
Okay, thank you, Frederick. Now, Frida, we have an ongoing training on web development, that is web design. Currently, we are focusing mainly on WordPress. We did the introduction, and as Frederick has mentioned, our trainings are practical oriented. That means we are guiding our trainees to do real things. So if it is a training on web design, for example, we expect that by the end of the training, each of the trainees must have at least developed one live website. And the stage that we are in currently on web design is each member was requested, each of the trainees was requested to purchase their own domain. I'm not sure whether you know, a domain is something like this one here, ugimsolutions.co.ke. So we guided the trainees on how to register a domain for their own business. Then they did that. So starting today, we normally meet on Thursdays at 8 p.m. But I made a communication yesterday in the group that we will be meeting twice after every 2 days. That means Our next meeting is tomorrow, Tuesday at 8 p.m. So if the daytime you have the training on transcription and you feel like joining the web development training, you can join that at 8 p.m. So it is more of practical. Those who are there will tell you that we don't do theory in our trainings. We focus on practical, and we expect you to do the work, because for the trainers, we already know them. So if we are to do all of them, and you just watching it, that is not actually what we consider training, and that is what most of the institutions are doing. So for us, we give you capability to focus on that. You do them by yourself. So if any of you here wants to join the training tomorrow on web design, you can as well do that, starting 8 p.m. There's a question on certificate. Yes, there will be a certificate of participation at the end of the session. That is probably the next Saturday, if I'm not wrong. And those ones, we actually planning maybe to have one physical engagement with you all on Saturday. So if this training runs from tomorrow to Friday, on Saturday we can agree and meet somewhere. We'll organize for that, and maybe have some coffee as we also share our experiences, and we make you our ambassadors out there. So I'm seeing Kevin. Kevin, you have your Kevin Rinkanya. Yes.
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 Yes. I was asking, could you provide perhaps links on links or groups that we can do that web development, the classes, yes, together with the transcription.
Yes. Let me just share my screen for a minute. Then I copy the link.
Okay. Mike, you are done?
Okay. That was Kevin. Kevin, what we'll do is I'll share the link to that group on through email.
No problem.
So if you received an email, maybe at night today, you will receive another email with a link to the web development development group. Then there's a question from Cynthia: is how much is the web platform? Now, I'm not sure whether you are asking about the charges. Yes, at times we normally charge for the services we are offering, including the training. But the current one that we are running are free. So our charges are normally vary. But if maybe you are asking about a domain, the cheapest one you can get is around 2,100, which I don't think is much considering the skills that you are getting from 2,100. Normally, most institutions charge like even up to 200,000 for training. So if we are offering it for free, and you just have to incur the cost of purchasing a domain, which is actually your own property, because by the end of it, it is yours. And another good thing of purchasing your own domain is when it comes to web development, most employers are not interested in what you can do, but what you have done, building your portfolio. So us training you and guiding you on how to design one website for yourself puts you at a better place when it comes to job hunting, because when you are asked about, show me your portfolio, just share with them a link that you actually own. How come Eugene solution is only composed of male figures Siko Obaya, Mr. Frederick. Samira, thank you for that question. And just to respond to it, we are not only composed of male figures. We have our project manager, that is Nancy Chelagat. She's just engaged on other projects. We also have our business development automation manager, that is Diana Rose Nasiponi, also engaged on another project. So we are gender sensitive and gender balanced. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you, Mike. I'm glad that most of the questions have been well handled by Michael. Now, kindly mute yourself. Can you mute someone? Call William Carrion. So kindly mute yourself so that we can finish. So thank you, Mike, for handling those questions well. Yeah, one that actually got my attention is that question from that lady's called the lady Samira, and I think Mike has added. We are so much gender sensitive, and we have ladies in our midst. They might not be part of the briefing today, but surely if you now I think is a big concern to some of you. So I think Michael perhaps going to arrange for some of our lady colleagues to between now and Friday to maybe have a session with maybe just 5 minutes introduction and talk to our trainees so that they can actually confirm that we have ladies in our midst. So thank you, Samira, for that. Now, are there any the link with the web? Okay, good. So thank you, Ogera. I appreciate that. Yeah, the web design class, Mike is going to share in the email communication. I think Mike is going to share that link. Is an ongoing class, so you can be joining at night. I think it's normally from 8 p.m. So from 8 p.m. guys, so it's not a joke, it's a serious class. So from 8 p.m. and I think I recommend all of you for that class. For those of you who would want to join, Mike is going to share that link in the next communication in your email. And please join. It's normally from 8 p.m. to around 9 p.m. there at night. So please join. I know you are wondering why we have class at night or at night. It's because we have a lot we do, especially during the daytime. So we are squeezing our time to also make sure that we give back to the community. So at night, if you're available, join that particular class. All right. Now, Samira says, thank you for your care response too. Looking forward. Yeah, Samira, thank you. And I look forward to having all of you in that particular class from tomorrow. Just 1 hour, spare 1 hour of your time, learn, and then go relax on a daily basis, 1 hour, and then we finish up on Friday. The plan for certificates is there. The plan to be having a number of you, we can have a physical closure or graduation. I don't know what to call it, graduation, but we have a physical moment with perhaps some of you, I'm not so sure, but we're going to have a way of interacting with you physically and be able to have some fun together as part of the UGM Solutions Training Academy, because we want you to be our ambassadors. We want you to go there and talk nice about us, and so we will be more focused on what you have to say about us, and even more importantly is what you are able to tell us face to face. You can tell us what you think we should do or how you think we should do things. Please feel free to tell us and be part of this journey so that we can be able to reach as many Kenyans as possible, whether in college, whether in whichever level they are. We want to reach out to as many people as possible to take advantage of our training programs. I think with that, I can't see any other questions. Oigara. You see that? Oigara said, sincerely thank you. I think this one, I saw this one.
Oigara, you said you are hand up. Can you maybe ask a question?
Oigara just thanked us.
Hello.
Mike. Yes, okay.
Yes, I think I sent my message. I just wanted to congratulate you and maybe thank you for giving us this opportunity to get trained, even to get
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ogara. Actually, we received your message and we really appreciate and we thank you for the kind words. And we want you to just be part of this. So we are starting this and we want all of you to be our ambassadors. And that's why we are saying that we are going to not let anyone go. We're going to make sure that we have in a group WhatsApp and even make sure that you gain from as many our training services that we offer. So if there's perhaps an app or web development trainings as they'll be coming, we'll make sure that we share with all of you so that you avail yourself if you have the time to participate. Otherwise, I don't think there's much from me now. I just want to hand it over back to Michael. But there's Anthony. Oh, Anthony, thanks. Thanks, Anthony Odhiambo. Thank you for the kind words. There's also another message from Page. This Page, what? I don't know. I've done Transcription for 1 month now. Wow, through Verbit account. This training stand to upgrade my skills. So Page, yeah, that's a very good concern you have raised. Now, just like I said from the beginning, that this is a training that is not going to be just instructor-led. We're going to be more of a collaborative, give it a more of a collaborative approach, where we don't just want you to learn from me or learn from any of us all the time. We also want to learn from you. So I also know that there could be some of you who are already experienced, but remember, we have a number of you, and I'm sure almost 90% of you who are still green. They actually don't know what even transcription is. So we are offering basic transcription skills training to all of you. Now, for those who are already experienced, we stand, of course, to sharpen your skills. That's number one. And number two, we also look forward to learning from you. And even if you can take advantage and maybe mentor 1 or 2 of our trainees, we really appreciate. Because at the end, what skills of what use the skill you have for if you don't use it to even impact other people's lives. So someone like Paige, other than just maybe sharpening your skills, and we also look forward to seeing how you can be part of us in mentoring our young people in that particular industry. But I'm so happy to learn that you're already a transcriber who's actually working in Verbit, which is really a wonderful thing to know. But we are looking forward also to see how can you be part of us, whether you're going to be maybe train with us, or you can also just be a mentor with us and be able to share your experience with our newbies, those who are still joining. So help us to impact these people with the skills that you have. That's what we are looking for. Otherwise, thank you for letting us know your experience. Cynthia says, I'm grateful for this opportunity. Thank you, Cynthia. Kevin, Tusonge, Tuivo, Wilenafa, Kosawa. Thank you. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. I think we are getting some good messages from you. Thank you. But I think we have come to 4. Now I'm just allow me to kindly hand it over to Mike, whom I supposedly can close. Then we are going to make official communication via email, in which Mike is also going to share the link for the web development class. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for that. Now, only one thing that I can also add is how do you use the skills that you learn from us, or how can you share your skills? Like that was who? There's a guy who was somebody Page. Now, when it comes to learning, personally, I've been doing web design for the last like 6 years. But every time I share skills with the people, I find myself learning new things. So in as much as you have skills, joining this kind of training help you sharpen your skills, learn new things, and also share with others. As you share, you gain more experience and you build your confidence also in sharing. And maybe you can also be joining us on our CSR programs. You can imagine Paige using your skills now to train someone in children's home, so that by the time wanatoka huko they can actually also do transcription when they are outside those homes. So feel free to be part of us. And when it comes to web design, what we normally do, apart from training, is whenever we spot an opportunity and we feel one of our trainees can fit that, we share with them. Like currently, we have two people. I mentioned to the group that I'm training. We have two guys who we trained, and from our network, the clients we are working with, we shared their contacts, and they are currently employed as web designers. So that just tells you how much we emphasize on practicals. At the end of it, it all revolves in end up with you. We can do our best, but if you don't put in much that effort, then you are the one to blame or to gain. I'll give you an example of this guy, Omanyala, the guy who won, was competing at Kasarani. That guy has been practicing for like a number of hours per day for him to get to that. And without that practice, you cannot actually even get to a point where you compete. So even when as we are training you and giving you these skills, when it comes to bidding, if you don't do them by yourself, you won't get that opportunity to transcription and content writing, because I have a team handling that. So I'm concentrating on a particular area, that is web design. As we can, you cannot be in everything. So you just identify your area. Even when it comes to digital opportunities, as we will be training you, let's say if we train you on transcription and later on we train you on digital marketing and probably web design and each other one, the content writing, you cannot be doing all these things at a go. You need to identify a particular area and focus fully on it, build your strength in that. And that is, this is now outside the training. That is one of the mistakes that most of the graduates from the ICT related courses are making. After graduation, you find someone is listing, under the skills they know, you find someone listing all the programming languages they had of in campus, including the cybersecurity, networking, Cisco, and that. But at that moment, you realize this is someone who has never even configured a router, but they are mentioning they have networking skills. They can set up a network. He has never developed even a single website, but in your CV you have listed WordPress, Python, PHP, and all that. So you need to specify to identify your key area, give it much focus, build your skills in it, build your portfolio in it. Currently, where the world is going, if you are to apply for jobs, employers are not interested in what you can do. They are interested in what you have done, whether you can show that whatever you are applying for, you had done it somewhere else. So that's why we came up. The reason why we established UGM Academy in the first place is there's a mismatch of what is taught in campuses or universities with what is actually in the job market. So in university, you have that theory and all that. But the moment you land on, you are now on your own in the job market, that's when you realize, oh, I wasted my 4 years. So we are just trying to bridge that gap and build you with the skills. So these skills currently will enable you to immediately start earning. So in our training, as Frederick has had mentioned it, we will start with the theory. Why is the theory important? There are cases you have heard of someone bought an account, then in 2 days that account gets closed. Why? They have violated the rules. So you need to be familiar with the rules of transcription, for example, the rules of content writing, so that by the time you are owning your own account, you don't run the risk of having it closed. Now, after we take you through the theory session, again, we'll take you to the practical sessions. Now, how do you actually do transcription? How do you actually design a website or do digital marketing? In this case, we'll focus on transcription. How do you transcribe and all that? Then after you are now familiar with the practicals, we take you to the process of creating your own account, opening your own account, which you will be operating with, because we don't want you to start working. Then when you are paid under somebody else's account. You need to own your own account. So we'll take you through what you need to run an account and how you operate it. Then after that, we'll start the mentorship session where we take you now on how to bid and win biddings. Then after that, we'll be sharing opportunities. And the advantage of creating a WhatsApp group is it will also allow you to also share other opportunities with people, because at some time you find you have so much work, but maybe one of your friends doesn't have anything they're working on. So in such a case, you can share certain work with them. So I think that's that's all from me. And as we close, I'll like to maybe, before I ask for my team members to close, give maybe a word or two for a closing word. I'll just open it again for any other question from any participant. Any question? Okay, if there's no question, maybe you can just get the final closing remarks from the team members, starting with Patrick. I'm not sure whether he's still. Yeah, okay. Patrick.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Dorsey, for that elaborate discussion on transcription. Also, I would like also to thank the participants. Now we are going to call you now officially as members. There are things that Mike has highlighted there, which are guiding you, especially on career specialization. Just select one path. Don't mix all this training. At some point, you might get confused, and the training will not help you. And then there's something also, and I know Dosi is going to guide you on this, on transcription accounts. Once you are ready, feel free to mingle with partners or the people you are getting trained with. At least you can share the accounts open, and then I think that will be covered, but it's something that you can as well think about. I don't have much that I can say. I think everything has been covered well, and I would like to take you back to Mike.
Thank you, Patrick, for that. And Safiri Salama. Ama Safiri Salama, we don't use that.
Any binguni.
Okay, travel safe. Steve.
Yes, Mike. I just want to thank everyone for participating in this short briefing. And for me, I would urge you to join the training that is supposed to be taking place for the web development training. You can actually invite yourself into that training. Once Mike shares with you the link, I'm sure you're going to gain a lot from that training. So currently, the market that you are in right now, it's kind of digital. You can't compare what we are right now in to the past 3 to 4 years. Everything is going digitally, and I would advise you to take this training seriously because it depends entirely on you. So if you put more effort into it, you're going to gain more out of it. Most of us didn't start all this from just from the university, because the university will give you, or the college will give you around 20%, and the remaining 80% is actually your own effort and how you actually perceive these trainings later on. So I would urge you to actually work towards this training well, grasp the concepts well, and actually apply it to what you are skilled in. So even as you do these trainings, make sure you just remember that these trainings, you are supposed to share these trainings too. You don't just have these trainings and keep them with yourself. Apply these trainings at the same time, share with them with other people out there. You share your skills with other people so that you can also assist these people out there to grow just the same way you are assisting you to grow. So enjoy the training, and we are hopefully will meet tomorrow in the afternoon. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Steve. Frederick, maybe you can say a word for the final one.
Okay, thank you, Mike, and thank you, Patrick, and Stephen, for those wonderful words of encouragement to our trainees. I really don't have much. I kind of exhausted everything in my first session. I think mine is just to encourage you, and I'll just stress on consistency. You know, it won't be of any meaningful or of any meaning to you if you appear for this briefing and tomorrow you are nowhere in class, or you appear tomorrow in class and then you leave halfway, or you the subsequent days you are not there. Mine just to ask you that you need to commit yourself, and that's why we are just putting it at 1 hour per day. We're not taking the whole day. We're not taking 2 hours, 3 hours. No, we know that people might be, okay, and also looking at the concentration rate of human beings and the way life imechapa watu. So they're only giving you one hour peke yake ya kupata knowledge. So please be present tomorrow, and let's tukutane pale mbele tuone vile itakuwa. Otherwise, thank you, and I really appreciate you guys showing up for this briefing. Thank you, and welcome to the Eugene Solutions Academy. There's something from Vicky. Vicky, you want to say something?
Yes, Vicky, you have something to say? You have a question?
Yeah, sorry, I had a lot of interruptions today, so I was not able to follow everything. So my question is there any way I can be able to follow whatever passed me that I was not able to follow?
Okay.
Can you share the video, the recorded video?
Yes, we have recorded the video, and we'll upload it in on our YouTube channel. There are also a number, maybe 1 or 2 courses that we have uploaded there. So we'll just upload it there and maybe share the link. Once you are there, you can also subscribe to it and give us a review. Remember, we are offering a free training. There's actually nothing we are gaining. The only thing that you guys can pay us is by leaving us a review on all social media platforms, Facebook, Google itself, YouTube, and all that. That review will mean a lot to us. So we just request you that you can just return that favor, considering people are mean with their skills. But at Eugene, we believe there's no need of dying with a skill if you can pass it to the next generation or the next person to continue passing it to, like, we make it a chain. Yeah. Otherwise, thank you all for attending today's session. Just one thing that I want to emphasize on is I had already mentioned it, on specializing on a particular area. Most of the guys who are in ICT, there is this tendency of you are just applying for a job because it's under ICT. Normally, what it shows, it shows that you don't know what you want or what you can actually do. So in as much as you are trying your luck in all sectors, have one stronghold. Have one that you can hold on to and say that if I'm called today, I can say that I'm good in this and I can deliver on this. So part of what we train on is just not giving you skills, but also skills on how do you package yourself and brand yourself to an extent that, for example, when your friend thinks of you, they are not thinking of you as Mike, but as a software developer. I can tell you that in the team I'm working with, if you ask, for example, anybody, just ask randomly who is on bio, they will tell you that that's a software developer. So you need to brand yourself, and we also train on that. So it comes as a package. It's not like we'll have a session for branding. We train, we work with you step by step. How you build your skills, how you package your skills, how you brand your skills and align them to yourself, so that you are not just working as Alan, for example. You are working, when somebody sees Alan working, they see a transcriber working or a digital marketer working. So that's how you can you'll survive in these streets of Kenya. So yes. There's a question. Would you like a lecture to train the software development of a lecturer? No. How do I answer this? Now, before anyone joins our team as a trainer or as an employee or just to actively take part in our training, you have to show us actually what you have done. So if maybe you have developed a number of solutions, we can give you a chance to also train. But if the lecturer, for example, is someone who graduated then with a bachelor, because that's how it is in Kenya, you graduate with a bachelor's, before even getting into the industry, you are in master's, before you even get employment, you are in doctorate, then you are back in class training. So since our trainings are more practical oriented, you just need to share with us your portfolio. Some of the sample works you have done. If it is mobile app, you tell us I've developed 1, 2, 3, 4 mobile apps. We assess and see that based on your experience, you have actually skills that you can transfer to someone else. Otherwise, we might end up just like a university, which we don't want to. So a lecturer will, what we can say is you can just forward us your portfolio. We don't need a CV, just a list of projects you have worked on. That alone will give you a chance to also share your skills, because it will tell us that you have the skills actually that you can share. So if you feel you can also train, just share with us a list of projects that you have done, whether in web, mobile, digital marketing maybe, graphic design, some of the posters you have done, some of the designs you have done, some of the system designs you have worked on. So that's how we assess. We don't care whether you have, okay, we don't look at the education history. We only look at the work you have done. Yeah. So DRAM, a lecturer can, if you are a lecturer or maybe you know one, you can just ask them to share their portfolio, at least some in the areas they would like to train on. If it is networking, maybe some of the organizations they have worked for, setting up networks and all that. Yeah. Any other question before I close it? If there's no question, then allow me to say that to appreciate you all for attending, and we are looking forward for more engagement. From tomorrow, it will be much more interesting when you will start seeing Odosi behind the computer doing his magic. It's a nice one. You don't want to miss it. So avail yourself tomorrow. Invite your friends. Though there was a registration, it is still not closed. If you have friends that are still willing to join, we were expecting to train 50, and so far there's around 100 people who express their interest. So opportunity is still open. You can ask your friends to join. And thank you all for joining, and have a lovely, blessed evening. Thank you all.